Tracking some very warm conditions as we head through the weekend, at least to begin with. The warmest day of the weekend is going to be Saturday. And then I think we're cooling off some as we get into Sunday. As winds change around to the northwest, it's going to drag down some cooler air. We'll see a wet pattern beginning to evolve as we head into Monday. And that'll be the start of somewhat of an active pattern, I think, as we head through next week as well at times. So as we go through Saturday, look at this. How about 3 p.m. temperatures in the mid to upper 60s? And then we're watching a front that's just to our north and west as we head through Saturday night, Sunday morning. That cold front will be moving in as we head through the day Sunday, and that's going to mean a cooler day coming up. So Sunday starts off in the upper 30s, seasonable side of November, and then headed back to about where we should be this time of year, mid to upper 40s for highs. Mostly a quiet weekend. Now, I'll tell you, we could use more rain. We still have got a very significant drought, and as of late here, it seems to have broadened a little bit. The extreme drought category now back to include at least the eastern side of Fort Wayne up across the Maumee Valley. Again, some areas seeing the worst drought here that we've seen since the late 1980s, a substantial drought as well back to the west across the rest of Indiana into Illinois. Last few hours, nothing out there, just the winds becoming southwest as we warm up. Low pressure up in Canada moving away, and we are going to see the winds picking up ahead of this next front as we get into the weekend. Dry southwest winds moving in, already gusting 25-30 miles an hour as we start Saturday. Look how strong the winds get as we head through the afternoon. Could see some gusts, maybe 35 to 40 miles an hour, all in advance of this next front that's moving in. It's going to be a dry front. There won't be any rain with it the way it looks. Winds still 20 to 25 miles an hour heading into Sunday morning. That gradually picking up a little bit again, I think, beyond sunrise Sunday, maybe 25 to 30 mile per hour winds. So a windy weekend, starting warm, ending cooler. Now, prospects for rain as we head through the next few days. Sunday, gusty northwest winds, looks dry. Here comes our first system. This is the weaker one on Tuesday. And then there's going to be another one coming in, I think, as we head towards the end of the week here on Friday. That could soak us down pretty good. We're going to hope for that. There could be some showers, even some thunderstorms the way this one's looking. So over the next 7 days or so, computer models are kicking out maybe an inch or two of rain, especially with the mid to late week system, and that would definitely be very welcome to news. Down to 51 tonight, southwest winds on the increase at 10 to 15 miles an hour. It's going to be a windy day on Saturday. Sustained winds 20 to 25. Southwest winds 67 degrees for the high. Don't get too used to that. That's going to be going away pretty quickly, I'm afraid, as we go through the next several days. So there's your Saturday. Windy and warm, 67, a low of 38. We get into Sunday. Now we're back to the seasonable side of November. 48 for the high. Blustery northwest winds all day. Heading into Monday, highs around 50 degrees and lows in the low 30s. We get into Tuesday. There's a good chance of rain early on. I think the afternoon appears dry. 43 for the high. That system departs, and then a much more substantial system here by the end of the week, and with rain and maybe even some thunderstorms around by next Thursday, Friday. Keeping an eye on that. Lows 40s with highs in the low to mid 50s.